So tell me a little bit about JJ.
He's a strange character, very strange character. He doesn't have the best social skills, I wouldn't say, and he doesn't know how to deal with people. He's got two best friends, Freddie and Cook, and they're his only friends. He's never had any others, and I think a lot of the series is about the difficulties of their within their friendship. JJ sort of he does grow as a character. He becomes more assertive and more sort of himself. He becomes more of a person, less of sort of a doormat for his friends. And he does magic as well. That's another aspect of his character. He does magic, and I think he often uses that as a way to sort of as a bridge between him and other people. It's a way he can introduce himself. He can simply walk up to somebody, do a magic trick, and then that'll have broken the ice. But more than that, he doesn't really know how to do that.
So, have you got any tricks up your sleeve today?
Yeah, let's see what.
Come on, we want a trick.
I
Come on.
don't like it when people say that, because
Come on, Ollie.
I don't. I'm not a magician. I had to learn it all.
You had to learn it all?
Yeah, I had to learn all of the magic that's in the show, and there's a lot. I think there's a lot less than there was previously. In some of the drafts of the scripts, there were insane amounts of magic tricks. But I had a teacher, and I'd come down to actually very near here, just down the road there, and we go and just work through a few of the tricks that were in the script. And yeah, so I did learn it, and I have actually sort of taken it up. Now and again, if I have the time, I'll pick out this big book of magic tricks and I'll teach myself one. But I don't actually like doing it that much, because it's such a different type of performance. You have to be super confident. You have to be completely confident that you know what you're doing, and which I find quite difficult sometimes.
So you haven't taken on JJ's technique of, oh, it's a stranger, get a magic trick out?
No. I am a bit like JJ in some respects, but I'm nowhere near as socially inept as he is. So yeah, I don't have the same problems as he does often.
And so when you were shooting Skins, now you're a local lad, aren't you? Really, you're down there in the West Country.
In the West.
Where do you live?
From the West Country, Bath. So about 10 miles away from Bristol. Yeah, basically I've lived there since I was about 3. It's always been good to me.
Great. So when all, some of the other guys, the cast were kind of living in Bristol when they were shooting, and it was kind of foreign place and the rest of it, you had the pleasure of going home every night.
Lisa and I did, because obviously Lisa's from Bristol. It was just and in this series it's just Lisa and I from the southwest. And yeah, it was actually I realised that it does actually help having your own home to go to, because when you're in the hotel, because they put you up in a hotel, when you're there, it gives you a chance to focus completely on what you're doing, but there's something about it that makes it feel really boring, really dull after a while. So and you do benefit from being able to go home. So I sort of learnt that midway through the shoot, because I say midway, during the block where we were filming my episode, because I was in every single day for 4 weeks. So I was living 4 weeks out in the hotel, and it did sort of started to grate on me. It started to get really.
It's just pretty intense.
Yeah,
it must be pretty
absolutely.
intense.
You have nothing else to think about. It's just skins, scripts, just that. And if you're able to go home, you can obviously take your mind off that, and you've got your family there, and it's a much nicer atmosphere, obviously. Yeah.
Cool. So, Ollie, before we, wrap up, can we have a little magic trick?
Not.
He's feeling around. He's like, is there one in there?
If you were to cut and then come back, I'm sure I could do something.
Okay, well maybe we'll do that then.
Let's do it.
Oh God! I hope it was.